here today, not because of anything that I have done, but because of the grace of God. Even before I knew Him, He knew me, and He was paving a way for me. When my mother was pregnant with me, my father got the opportunity to go overseas. And so when she told him she was pregnant, he told her that I wasn't his. My mother was so devastated that she went back to the country with me. She had me there. She struggled with her family and with me for about a year. And then her sister called her and said, "There's nothing in the country for you. Come back and stay with me." When she came back, she was with my aunt for a little while, and then she met my brother's father, and she got pregnant with my brother, and they moved on. She took me with her, but because of the abuse that I was seeing, I was so uncomfortable that whenever I went to my aunt, I used to complain, and I didn't want to go where my mother was. So one day my aunt said, "Just stay with me." She had 3 children of her own. She lived with her husband, and she said, "Stay with me." And I stayed as a young child. I didn't understand what was happening, but somebody saw the need. My aunt grew me as her own. But the family that I was in, it wasn't an emotional one. They had values. Education is a must. You have to succeed. But the love, the attention, that wasn't there. And so I felt like an outsider at times. And I wondered to myself at times, why did my mother keep my brother and give me to my aunt? Why didn't she keep me? What is wrong with me? And I cried. I cried for a father that wasn't there. I cried for a father that she, during her turmoil, told me was dead. And so for 12 to 13 years of my life, I thought I didn't have a father. And at the age of 12, soon 13, my mother came to me and she said, "Your father wants to meet you." And so all of my anger and my loneliness and my abandonment that I have felt from a child coming up now turned to frustration and an anger that I couldn't contain. When he came, I was so rude to him. He didn't even want to see me a second time. He still called and he still came because somebody told him that she's young and it's because of what her mother told her. And he apologized for what he said to my mother and explained that he wasn't brave enough to tell his parents that he had gotten a young lady pregnant. And so I grew cold and alone. I remember once my friend said to me, "I wouldn't even leave a dog with you." That's how cold and unfeeling I was. But through this, I pushed myself. I pushed myself in my academics, and I overachieved because I didn't have anywhere else to put that anger. And I did well. I existed. I wasn't living. I wasn't enjoying life. I had a neighbor that I used to talk about certain things with, and one day she said to me, "Come to church with me." Remember, this is a family that we didn't grow up in church. So at the age of about 16, 17, I went to church, and they had an altar call, and I went up. They prayed for me, and I closed my eyes, and with everything that was within me, I cried out to God. and I got the Holy Ghost. And that day was the lightest I've ever felt in my life. A burden lifted off my shoulders because I received God. He is with me. And I continued going to church until one day a lady here, a very nice lady here, she used to take me to school. She said, "Why don't you come to church with me? Because there's much young people where you're going now, and I want you to fellowship to get more involved." And I came. And thank God, I haven't left. I have been out in the world, but I haven't left. I have fallen, but I haven't left. So a lot of you here will look at me and you'll see beauty, you'll see success, you'll see composure, but you're seeing the grace of God. I'm here to tell you that I am gracefully broken. Like Kevin, I can tell you my pieces are still being put together. The loneliness and the anger sometimes just come right back. I am still fighting, but now I have someone to fight for me, so it's not that hard. I am comforted by the words, "A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put into you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your chest, and I will give you a heart of flesh." I am here to tell somebody today that the Comforter is here. I am here to tell somebody that this workshop is for the brokenhearted. I am here to tell somebody that you need to embrace your brokenness, because He's trying to put a masterpiece together. And when He puts it together, there is nobody and no one that can break you ever again. Thank you, Jesus.